Welcome to this session on digital transformation for a circular economy. My name is Jos van Hilgersberg. I'm a professor at the University of Twente at the Department of High-Tech Business and Entrepreneurship. In this session, I will explain to you why I think that digital transformation is really needed to achieve circular economy. So both trends go hand in hand. Actually, you can say that a transition to circular economy is mainly an information problem. Here you see 4 key problems that we need to really solve to achieve a circular economy. First, there's the underdeveloped availability of information. So we need to really share information in the value chain, otherwise it will be really hard to know how products are used, what we can recycle, what is the quality of products, where are they, what is their location. We need to really make this information available. Second, even if the information is available, there's a risk of increased transaction and search cost. So the information may be at different places with different companies, and we really need to solve this. Otherwise, it may be much easier to continue in the old way and just use and buy new products instead of reusing, recycling, refurbishing. Thirdly, customers may have a distorted perception of the quality of a product in a circular economy. So if you have good access to information and good quality information about what the product is like, what is its quality, where does it come from, the customer may be much more likely to buy it. And finally, there are also technological barriers. So we need to solve these, for example, standardization around sensors to be able to effectively share information. So we need digital transformation, and this is a hot topic lately, and there are various definitions for it. For example, the use of technology to radically improve performance or reach of enterprises. And if you think of it, that's actually what's needed in a circular economy. We really need to work in a different way, in a new way, using automation, using digital technologies. We need major business improvements. So we don't need a small sustainability improvement, but we really want to achieve circularity, which means that we want no more waste, reuse of materials, and this can only be done if information is shared much better, if information is really accessible, and the type of information is also built on a lot more data than in the past. Think of all the usage information that is coming from sensors in products. So it's a misunderstanding. We can just achieve this by upgrading our software or buying a new software package. It's really a digital shock we need to achieve. So we need to really handle information in a different way, and we cannot stop collecting information once we sell the product. We need to keep on monitoring the product during the life cycle, and also have much more knowledge about the maintenance performed on a product and also the quality of the product when we actually want to refurbish it or remanufacture it. So it's a different type of trend than what we were dealing with in the past. It's different in velocity and it's much more holistic. Underlying this digital transformation are a number of technologies that have matured over the last few years, and you see them listed here. And you can really see how they are linked to circular economy. Think of the Internet of Things, so that we can actually tag products, we know their location, their usage. And also cloud computing, so that we have an infrastructure to deal with all this data and share it and analyze it. Think of open data that we can combine with our own enterprise data to analyze what is happening to our products. Think of social media that we can use to communicate about usage, about status of products, but also about the importance for consumers to work in a more circular economy. And we could never analyze all these data without the use of artificial intelligence. It's just too much, it really requires smart analytics. There are more technologies emerging. Think of robotic process automation that helps us, for example, to plan maintenance and to automate procedures. Think of blockchain to securely share data. And think, for example, of games and gamification to also make these things engaging and entertaining for both the employees but also for the users of products. Basically, we want to make these core processes smart. So let's start with use. We want to make the use of products much smarter by facilitating remote monitoring, product lifecycle data, and also remote actuating, so we can, for example, switch products on and off remotely. We also want to make maintenance smart, So make it more condition-based, so we only perform maintenance when it's really needed. But we also like to introduce predictive maintenance, so that we also can plan based on actual data when maintenance will be needed in the future. But also the traditional scheduled maintenance, prescriptive maintenance can be much smarter if we have appropriate process automation and data. Think also of reuse, remanufacturing and recycling. So reuse can be done much better if we know the location and status of products, and if we have an actual insight into the maintenance history. Remanufacturing can be made also smarter by having a maintenance history, by having information about disassembly and reassembly of a product. And recycling really requires information on structure, dismantling of materials, and this can only be achieved with a proper information architecture in place. So this is ambitious. It can be achieved with today's technology, with digital transformation, but there are a number of challenges. Think of the business models that have to change. If your business model is still based on traditional sales and basically your process stops when your customer takes ownership of your product, then it's not a very suitable business model for circular economy. Also, you need to solve data sharing and data ownership issues. Who owns the data? Who can access your data? How do you enable sharing of data without losing all your data? Integration of data is still challenging, although now we have nice standards like international data spaces and iShare, for example, to help companies to share data. Collaboration is really important, not just technical collaboration, but also between the people, between the stakeholders, consumer organizations, and we need to build competencies. Competency is not just about circular economy concepts, but also about digital transformation concepts. So in summary, we can say that transition to circular economy requires digital transformation, and it will only really happen if we make the digital transformation happen.